What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite for a massive video here tonight. We have several updates announced by Treyarch, a new event, confirmation of another roadmap, and an early preview of upcoming content. Definitely stay tuned. But before I jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because about 70% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So make sure you guys are getting notifications every time I update you on Black Ops Cold War. But it feels good to be back on track with Black Ops Cold War again, since it was a busy week. 2 days ago, I had to post a different type of sponsored video. Then last night, we were talking about Call of Duty 2021. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But let's get back on track with any Treyarch news that you may have missed. So in the background, we have some beautiful nuclear gameplay using the best weapon in the game right now, the LC-10. It's the greatest hybrid between an assault rifle and an SMG, and it puts in work. So enjoy that gameplay over on Crossroads Strike. It was a ton of fun. But don't forget, tomorrow is the beginning of the triple-double event for Black Ops Cold War and Warzone, which will bring us double XP, double weapon XP, and double battle pass tiers across the board. If you're on PlayStation, though, you get early access double XP starting today. Take advantage of that while you guys can. But today we have some brand new playlist updates in Black Ops Cold War as well. So we have the introduction of the Nuclear Apocalypse playlist, which has Apocalypse Nuke 1084 with a variety of different game modes, along with the return of the Snipers Only Mosh Pit. So a nice little update here on a random Thursday. Don't forget, next Thursday is the big update with Season 2 Reloaded, and we'll get to that in a second. But they also re-released the R1 Shadowhunter crossbow finally after it accidentally went live for 8 hours last week. So it went live, people had bought it through a bundle, unlocked it legit, and then it was gone, right? They removed it from the game, but it is back in both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone tonight. And if you unlocked it legit last week, you'll be back at 14 out of 15 completions through your in-game challenge. The challenge was to get 3 one-shot kills in a single match in 15 different games, which is generous of both Treyarch and Activision. But Raven also released a statement regarding the Necro King Mastercraft in Warzone. As you guys saw on my stream this past Sunday, if you were there, if you pulled the Mastercraft out of a loadout in any one of your matches, it wouldn't give you the gun. The reason why is because the barrel on it was broken in Warzone. So the fix that I found was just replacing the barrel with something else, and you were then able to use it. But Raven released a statement saying they have a temporary fix for that problem where they changed the barrel on it, but they'll be fixing it in the next couple of days with a future patch. But hey, if you bought this, you can now use it in Warzone again, in case you guys hadn't changed the barrel previously. But we then have a new roadmap confirmed from Treyarch themselves. So as they officially said, there's plenty more coming to our mid-season updates, including the return of Prop Hunt with new maps and new props. So keep an eye out for the official roadmap and full patch notes next week. So I guess that confirms that this update not only is the mid-season update, but also the reloaded update of Season 2. The difference is, a mid-season update could just give you the rest of the remaining content left on the roadmap that was previously released, but a reloaded update warrants a lot of surprises, a separate roadmap with some bonuses, like we saw back with Season 1. So I'm looking forward to whatever surprises Treyarch has up their sleeves. Definitely expect some more surprises with 6v6 and zombies, things that haven't been announced as of yet. So I'm assuming that'll probably drop at some point on Monday, if not Tuesday the latest. But if they're still saying this update is dropping in March, this has to drop no later than Tuesday. But regular updates drop on Thursdays now, so maybe we'll still see this update at Thursday 1 a.m. next week. We'll just have to wait and see what the announcement is for that. But we also have an early preview of the new maps dropping with the mid-season updates, Mansion for Gunfight and Miami Strike for 6v6. So with Mansion, it's just ripped out of the campaign, as I showed you guys in a previous video. It looks beautiful, and they haven't really dropped many maps for Gunfight in a while, so maybe with Season 2 Reloaded, with the extra roadmap they'll drop, they'll provide us with some extra maps that we just haven't seen yet. And then with Miami Strike, of course, a daytime variant of a map that I'm not a huge fan of in Cold War multiplayer. Hopefully this changes things up, because they confirmed that the layout of the map will also be different. The beach will be closed off, other areas will be opened up. This could change the pacing of a match on Miami drastically. So I'm also curious if we're going to be seeing Onslaught Zombies for Miami Daybreak, as well as maybe Combined Arms Miami, since we already have that for the nighttime version. I'm just curious what that's going to bring with the daytime version. So fingers crossed the map plays better, since I would say it plays alright on certain objective modes, but for the most part it gets very frustrating with snipers and camping. I don't know what it is. It's a beautiful map that just doesn't play well because of the people, not even the map design itself. But let's see how the daytime version changes the pace a little bit. Treyarch also confirmed new weapon tuning updates for the following weapons: the LC-10, which you're seeing me shred with in the background gameplay, the AK-74U, MAC-10, KSP-45, Milano, Krig, FFAR, Groza, Magnum 1911, RPG, LMG adjustments, launchers buffed against flak jackets in hardcore, and more. So Full patch notes are dropping in the next few days, so we'll go ahead and read that next week. But hey, if DM Ultra was bothering you guys over in multiplayer, this weapon tuning should fix things quite a bit. Now, we also have an update regarding Sanatorium Night for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. So we have a new GIF released by Treyarch earlier on Twitter. It says, new region, new objective, new intel, think you could survive the Euro Mountains after dark. So it finally confirms Sanatorium will be at night when you warp over there in a game of Outbreak. And yes, it'll be added to the rotation alongside Ruka, Golova, and Alpine. That was to be expected, but one thing I'll say to Zombies fans out there, if you're disappointed with a lack of actual content coming to Zombies with the mid-season updates, there could be a surprise in store for us on the roadmap, whether it's a new Zombies map, a new Zombies mode, or even the Outbreak Easter egg releasing early, because maybe Sanatorium was the missing link for Outbreak before an Easter egg can go live in the mode itself. Now that Sanatorium is coming, maybe the Easter egg is already done ahead of time, and then go ahead and release that ahead of schedule for everybody out there. Therefore, Season 3 could probably drop us DLC 2 for Zombies over in Berlin. So lots of possibilities with that. Wait for the roadmap on Monday before judging the amount of content that is coming with this update. We also have a blueprint from Treyarch of Dr. Strauss's new plan to harness the power of Dark Ether Essence. It's unclear if this is the rocket we already have in a match of Outbreak, or is it something else that we're going to be seeing with the new objective in Sanatorium Outbreak. Lots of questions with that, but gotta love these new gifts and blueprint teasers they've been dropping over the last few months. And they also went ahead and dropped a surprise update for Zombies, which they mentioned is going live next week. They said you could apply any blueprint you own to your weapon in the pause menu within Zombies now. So a bit of a minor update, but it's a quality of life effect, right? I think this is definitely helpful for those out there that wanted to change their mastercraft or blueprints mid-game when it's on their loadout. So that's great news to hear all around, but this isn't a way where you can change the camo on the weapon mid-game though. This is the blueprints and the mastercrafts that you may have in your inventory, and they haven't mentioned whether or not Dark Ether is coming to Warzone yet. They did say they had plans for it in a Season 1 livestream a couple of months ago, but they had no release date plan whatsoever, so I'm gonna have to guess Season 3 is probably the best time to release a quality of life update like that for Zombies fans in Warzone. Maybe it'll line up with the release date of Treyarch's Warzone map, the Euro Mountains. But we then have a surprising release of early gameplay for Sanatorium Night. Somebody got their hands on it and posted 16 plus minutes of gameplay on YouTube, which I can't show you on screen for obvious reasons, but maybe check the description if you guys are interested. I guess because of the pandemic, it's been easier for people out there to access unreleased content, and that's why somebody's already playing Sanatorium Outbreak. I don't know what happened, but if you don't want to see any spoilers, stay away from that gameplay. It's all over Twitter, all over Reddit. It's out there. But with that being said, stay tuned for plenty more surprises regarding Zombies as soon as this upcoming Monday when they release Season 2 Reloaded roadmap, which I'm very excited about. We also have a new event that was found in Warzone by mistake, since a broken message of the day released the following statement. The corruption is mutating. Survivors describe hostile explosions in the Southwest Zone. Who or what caused the blast? Arm up and follow the trail for glory and rewards. Hurry. So it's unclear what this is teasing, but it definitely isn't related to the current Outbreak in Verdansk. It has to be something else that we may have talked about a couple of months ago already. So the Zombies Plague event is still scheduled to drop in Warzone at some point in Season 2 and features zombies across the entirety of Verdansk. We haven't seen that yet. We still have zombies moving from place to place, one location to another, with the Outbreak being stuck at 5% on the computer screen. So this is something else, and this could start as soon as next week. Maybe they heard the feedback to everybody who's complaining that the current Zombies event is way too slow over in Warzone. And we also have an interesting tweet from the man himself, Tom Henderson, who said, a nuke doesn't make a problem go away. Obviously in reference to the zombies. We all thought that the nuke itself would get rid of the zombies on Verdansk, thus getting rid of Verdansk entirely, transitioning us to Treyarch's Warzone map. That might not be the case. Instead, it lines up with something that we saw a couple of weeks ago, where a map was found in the files of Warzone that shows a nuked out post-apocalyptic Verdansk with lots of areas missing. So we'll likely be playing on a post-apocalyptic Verdansk in the Zombies Plague LTM, but what I'm confused about is that there was audio discovered for this LTM, and some of the audio suggests that we're gonna fail in Xville and the map's gonna get nuked. So I'm like, wait a second, are we gonna nuke the map in a few weeks, then we play on a nuked out Verdansk for this LTM, but then after that we nuke the map again? I'm like, what's going on here? So we need more clarification. I understand that, but I can't show you the nuked out Verdansk map on screen. but a fellow Call of Duty partner already has through his thumbnail, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But now when it comes to everybody's favorite event, the Zombies Outbreak in Verdansk, it has moved to the bank as of this morning. I'm being sarcastic, by the way, but the event moved to the bank this morning, and as you guys probably saw, plenty of content creators also received piggy banks in the mail, which was cool to kind of tease that this event is still going on and is moving from one place to another. The Zombies Outbreak is still at 5%, to no surprise, on the trial machine itself. Things are moving real slowly, but as you guys saw in a previous video, we have 4 more weeks of this. 4 more times the zombies will move to a new location. We're still looking at the Dam TV station, Superstore, and the stadium. Not in any particular order, but the order that we saw in that tweet is kind of correct so far. I went to the bank first in that list, so let's see what happens next week. But it's guaranteed victories for games of plunder if you drop at any one of these locations where the zombies are at, and then you just pick up cash every time you complete it. You'll win pretty quickly. So enjoy some great gameplay where we got some kills and managed to finish this event a couple of times in a single match. What I found hilarious though was somebody managed to pull up the exact piggy banks that Activision sent out to creators a couple of days ago, and they're worth like $2 on some website, which was kind of hilarious considering an article was posted a few days ago confirming the Activision CEO will ironically receive $200 million as a bonus. And that's a lot of money, goddamn, but nothing we could do about that. That's the way the business works, of course. But a bit ironic looking at the low-budget piggy banks that they just sent out to creators. But on the bright side, we do have a big update dropping in Black Ops Cold War next week. Not sure which day yet, but it's not just any ordinary mid-season update. They are going to release the remaining content from the first roadmap of Season 2, but if they're dropping a separate roadmap for this update, there are a lot of surprises left in store for us that we haven't heard of yet for either multiplayer or zombies. Also, don't forget, tomorrow's the second episode of my brand new podcast, and I'll be live during the evening time as usual. We have a lot of topics to discuss, and you'll be seeing the scheduled stream of that podcast on my channel in the next few hours from now. Hopefully you guys can make it to the next Bombcast. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on all the brand new announcements from Treyarch, confirmation of another roadmap, the new event, and what do you guys think about the early preview we got for the next few updates? That is about it. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.